about sin. I learned the depths of it when I was forced to stay in this situation. I learned why we shouldn't sin. I learned why we shouldn't sin. I learned how all sin ties to something. All sin ties to illnesses. All sin ties to depression. How all sin ties to magic, black magic. How it affects somebody else. How just simple as somebody cheating, or as simple as somebody just sleeping with somebody, how it can affect their own twin and flame. I learned a lot. I wouldn't have learned it if I wasn't put in it. This was my purpose. This was my purpose. So like the suit that God put on me to deal with this, it was like I had to, the tension, the tucking and rolling and all that stuff, I learned it, but the suit itself has tension. The suit itself has tension, but the suit itself has protection from going to hell, basically. It was like a mission from God, bro. And it was like, so you ask yourself, I asked myself, well, why would I didn't really, but let's say I asked myself, well, why me? Because I didn't have a problem in this apartment. That's why. That's why. That's why I was chosen for it. I'm looking at my drawing, man. That's why I was chosen for. Drawing, I got a lot to learn with drawing. I'm realizing I should have started up close instead of far away. But I learned how shifting energy is just dangerous. Like, and I read it somewhere. It ain't in the Bible though. I don't think how you shouldn't alternate somebody else's life. It's like God look at that like being lukewarm, and I see why. Cause the outcome of these people. I just came from outside. I've been sweating. The outcome of these people is detrimental. At first it's good, cause especially if you got together because of my situation. Then you got together because of my situation. You might not even be wanting to be with each other. And it done been people get married and everything. That I don't know about all that, because the common ground that you have is what was done to me. I learned in the streets. Well, I can't say that, but I can't say that, but when you get together to harm somebody and you stay together because you harming somebody, eventually God gonna take that person out the equation. Cause y'all already pillow talking about this person. Once this person gone, it's over. So do your relationship still stand? Is your relationship still good when they gone? That's what you gotta ask yourself. But I learned a lot in this situation, man. I learned how we don't need a lot. Like, I myself used to think we did, cause I had a problem with money, bro. And back in my day, security, I had different securities. I had different. And one security got gone, I had another one. Another security, I got another one. And God can take all that away overnight. I learned that too. God can take all that away overnight. I think that game is called Envy. Or Envy or something. It's on the phone. But Envy. I can't remember. I think ENOVY. Toby or something like that. And it's like now I'm at the point where I really just want everybody to get out my way. But I gotta get out my own way as well. And it's like, this was a contract. This is a contract. So it's like, why did God put you through it? Because it's over. It's people are doing a lot and not realizing the effects that it's having on not just them, but people they never even met that they supposed to meet. It's affecting their children. It's affecting their loved ones. And I'm telling you, I seen sin connect to counsel with people, kids. You know, simple as sin, bro. Because it's like I said, the spiritual physician. Let's say I wanted to strengthen life on earth. Well, one of the main things I would tell the doctors is line up, not the doctors, but people. If you can line up your spiritual physicians with your physical physicians, you got a better chance of healing whatever you need to heal. All right, for me, if I got an issue and sick, my whole family do it. I learned it from them, honestly. What have you done to make you sick? What have you been doing to make you sick? Get rid of that first, and it works. Normally it works so good, I never go to the doctor. None of my family members go to the doctor, really. We don't have to go to the doctor. You know, we might take some medicine. You know, we love certain medicine, like we love Dayquil and Derm flu. Make tea out of it. But that's about it, though. And Alka-Seltzer, we love Alka-Seltzer. We mechanics. We all grease monkeys. So when we mechanics, we all drink Alka-Seltzer Plus and use WD-40 on our bones. And our bones hurt. And it works. But anyway, like I said, I learned. I was like, that's what it taught me. It taught me like why you shouldn't sin, why you shouldn't do this, and why you shouldn't do that. And this is what's causing it. And then there's this sheet. Some call it a plate in the spiritual realm. Some call it a sheet. And it's like, man, it's like this paper right here. It's like this sheet seems like metal when I see it. But it's like this paper right here. It's two pieces put together. And it's like, as soon as you be with somebody else, as soon as you be with somebody else, this sheet right here holds the chemicals from the partner. And when you look at this sheet, it's thin like this. It could be thousands of people you done been with. All of them gonna be in here from the time you started. All of them, when you look at the sheet, you're gonna be like, yeah, 1,000 people can fit in there. Because the chemical is gonna be in this sheet like paint. And what it is, they're gonna open it up. When they open this sheet up, you gotta be scared. Because when they start to open this sheet up, your root chakra can tell you a lot about your upcoming life, even all the way up to death. Just the sense of it. What it's gonna do is, they're gonna open this up. And let's say you're supposed to be somebody flame, a twin. Y'all energy can be in this sheet. Y'all chemical can be in this sheet. Everybody else chemicals, you know, it's gonna be accounted for now. And they're gonna open it up and they're gonna be like, oh. And just from this sheet alone, it's gonna hurt you at that Libra scale if you abuse this. It's gonna destroy you at the Libra scale. It's certain things in the body that's like this sheet. You weigh yourself on the Libra scale. This is what make you hit. This sheet alone will make you weigh more than a feather. But when you look at heaven, bro, people be acting like they don't want to go. Heaven is the best place to go, trust me. Awesome. Heaven is absolutely awesome. Like I said, you got to be real to get to heaven. If you real when you in heaven, ain't no game no more. Everybody real in heaven. If it's dealerships in heaven, the dealership owner's real. The people who work for the dealership is real. If it's governments in heaven, the governments is real. The people who work for the government is real. You know, everybody real. Ain't no game. You know, you ain't got to spit game when everybody's real. So there you go. That's what heaven look like. Now, so when in this situation, it was like you was put here, I was put here. Like I said, I like to use my brother Jesus Christ, a thief in the night. If Jesus came like a thief in the night, what does that mean? What do that mean exactly? A thief in the night would probably be what? The sex realm. I was brought here. I was the chosen one that was brought here to study the sex realm. In order to study the sex realm, I would have to do something to partake in the sex realm. And, you know, the test was utilized. So, the problem was the limit of the time. And that was, oh, my God, that was so overwhelming. It's like, let's say the Reaper is over this test in the afterlife. Somehow this test benefits the afterlife. You got so many counts that you got to go for in this test. And it's sad because let's say it's 26 times. They try to say 26 to 46 times. I don't believe the 46 part. But let's say it's 26 times. If you get to 20 times, that still ain't enough. You get to 21 times, that still ain't enough. You get to 22 times, that still ain't enough. You get to 23 times, that still ain't enough. And 24 times isn't enough either. You got to meet that quota. And they ain't going to tell you if it's 24 to 26. And if you go over, the chances of other energies sabotaging that test to make it where they can use it against you is high. Very high. Like in total, I probably used that test 26 times. But they can use it against you if they want you to stay somewhere. You know, well, I don't care about all that. I care about the fact that people getting hurt. I care about the fact that good people getting tortured to death. I care about the fact that somebody got to do something for God for a century and you want to torture them to death. I care about a lot of different things I guess people just don't care about. So, when I learned all that in here, like I said with this sheet, that goes with every chemical, all the chemicals go in this sheet. When it comes down to the root chakra. But the scanner is others, it could be possibly other sheets in the body. And it's going to catch chemicals too, like your brain. So you're looking at weighing it on a Libra scale. When you look at that, then I know y'all saying now, well, who can make it to heaven? That's a good question, but it ain't no good question. You gotta live right to understand how it feels to live right and honor the fact to want to live right. And then you'll realize it ain't hard to get to heaven. But as long as you never truly experience living right, I know a lot of people act like they this and that, this and that, and this and that, and ain't that. And they ain't living right. Well, as long as you living like that, you'll never know how it feels. You'll never know how it feels. So, you know what? I see this commercial a lot. The girl is sexy on there. She be talking about, if you're stressed out, you need to come to the church, the Church of Jesus, which is good. I like her because she look good, and I understand the Jesus part. But stress, I don't know about no stress though. This position that they put me in made me overcome stress. There ain't no way I could be stressed. I mean, I'm sure it is, but I'm in a situation where I had to conquer stress. Stress, to me, stress, you stress about something you don't understand. I pretty much understand everything I'm going through. I understand why this person doing that, why they doing that, who doing this, and what they doing that for. You know, that ain't. I don't stress about that, and I don't stress about why they attacking me. I mean, why they torturing me, because I know why. You know, I know why you attacking me. I know. So, and it was like, in this situation, they kept, like they would use the test, they would utilize, one of the most important things to use that test for is if you're a gatekeeper or something, you and this person, if it's two of y'all on this portal, you and this person got to share energy to control this portal, and that person might be somewhere else, and you utilize the test so you can share the all together. Well, that person ain't far away from me, so if it was that important, they could have just let us got together, despite anything, because I'm a healer at the end of the day. It wouldn't have bothered me even if she was hurt in some way. So that wasn't no excuse either. They kept using that though, because it was important for that particular portal to have two people in that portal. It's an abnormal portal, and there were two people that need to be on that portal, and it was me and her. Well, I could say that's a lie they brought up out of nowhere, because she don't stay that far. You know what I'm saying? And they purposely kept us apart for years. I mean, I don't know her like that, but I know we both know about that little situation. So, you know, that was a lie. So I just had to find things that was actually a lie in it. You know what I'm saying? To get me comfortable enough to understand that the energy was lying to me the whole time. But like I said, I learned a lot. I learned how sex rituals and depth are used by covenants and could be possibly used by organizations and governments as well, but I don't know that part. But I know for a fact they're used by covenants. But the problem is that these people don't. You can do sex ritual with one person. They can send one person to you that they done already put a lot into, male or female, and it's over. And you don't know it. That's just like when you look at Pop, Biggie, all the people that died, Moultrie, Nipsey, whatever, all the way down to Sabian and all the rest of them. What did all of them have in common? They were kind of popular. You go back, like I said, to Brother Polite and Pharaoh, Young Pharaoh, that was kind of popular. So they had these people around. Seeing, fortunately for me, God kept me by myself because of that. Because they were utilizing people around you. Just with you and another person, one of y'all gonna break. Whether it's your wife or husband or not, one of y'all gonna break. They're gonna find the weakest link. So if it's a lot of people around you, they're gonna put you in these triangles or whatever, and they're gonna decapitate you with no problem, with ease. Because I know, because I had to fight these battles by myself. And I really didn't say that I would like help because I had God, but I would say to the people who are attacking me, you got all these people helping you and loving you, and you over here attacking me. That's what I would say. But they got, it's people around them. Like, these people, like I said, even down to Sabian in his old age, he still had a lot of young folks around him. You just never know. You never know. And they're going to utilize them. They're going to utilize these people regardless. And like I said, I could track down everything that was supposed to come to me all the way to from the spiritual, from the heavens sending me a blessing that's in DNA. Even that will go to somebody else. They'll just skip over you. How are they able to do this? Mainly by unaliving you. Because see, it's a grave in the spiritual. when they unalive you successfully in the physical, they grave you in the spiritual. So, okay, now say you got, let's say you got this right here. All right, let's say you got this right here. You see them lines? That's what a bird, we're gonna say bird, that's where they drop your blessings off at, in these squares. Well, right here, this square is dead. So they're gonna drop the blessings and it's gonna go to somebody else. And this is gonna create a problem because you're not really dead, but you dead in the physical, but you're not really dead in the spiritual. How is it gonna create a problem? It's gonna do this. It's gonna shift your timeline. Because now you gotta wait. You gotta wait to get caught up to fade back in or out of the timeline. So all your blessings, like let's say you're a newborn baby and they shifted the mirrors, and they want and they can utilize this to give everything that's supposed to go to this baby to somebody else, whether they're grown or not. So all the stuff that they give you from the heavens that's supposed to make you grow healthy and everything else, they can give it to somebody else. Next thing you know, you see this person got myostatin disease or something, you know. But I was just playing. That ain't what they cover. But I'm just joking now. But you know, and this can also be done through devices. Like in my case, it was device. Somebody put a device on me, and they can ruin your life, man. They can ruin your life. They can ruin your life. You have a hard life. And I just noticed, like, I had this major question in my life. I was always envious when I was younger. I used to be envious of other kids because they could do things that I couldn't do because of how I was born, until I got myself together. And I mean, I used to be so upset about it when I was young. I mean, they had support and all that, but they also had the physical abilities and all that. And I used to say, man, if I could just be good at anything, I make sure I give my all. And that's what I did. I would give my all in anything I put my mind to. But it will always, the credit will always go to somebody else. Always. And I used to stress about it. Now, that I used to stress about because I couldn't figure it out, man. I was like, why does this keep going on? So you gotta know, my whole life, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's going here, and it's going there, it's going here, it's going there. Ain't nothing coming to me. It's like, what is going on, man? And come to find out, finally I get all the way up to 2018. Been going through this my whole life, couldn't figure it out. 2018, 2019. And I found out that they got this box on me. And what it was, this box was an address box. It turns into an address box. Whether they use it with hair, I don't know how they work this thing. And that box moved. Like, let's say I'm doing something good at, somehow that box would send that energy, instead of it coming to me, it'll go to somebody else. It make you feel like it's a machine, but they could make these boxes for anybody. They could put these things on. It's ancient, bro. Anybody could do this stuff. And once they do it, it's like, somehow it's just tied to you. And it'll curse you. It'll curse you. And what happened is, whoever got possession over that box gonna get everything that you supposed to have, all the way down to your own molecules in your body. It's gonna shift your own DNA. And it's like taboo, it ain't good. Cause what it's gonna do is, this is important, cause I know y'all gonna go, well, we're gonna try it, science word, don't do it. Because what's gonna happen is, they're gonna give you a hollow molecule. A hollow molecule. They're gonna give you, like, let's say you, and I ain't gonna say molecules, but let's say a limb. They're gonna give you hollow limbs. And those limbs is basically gonna be like prison time, bro. It's like, you can just imagine your limb saying prison on it. And you go to heaven. Yeah, God, go to hell. Yeah, God. And you done took all this stuff from people. And you don't realize all over your body, it's saying prison. All over your body. You just a whole prison. All over your body. You got everybody's stuff on you. And you acting like you going straight to hell, baby. You're going straight to weeping and gnashing of the teeth. Trust me. You gotta fix that while you here before you cross over. No matter what. No matter what. You do not want to die like that. Because that's what's going on. It's going to be inside. It's going to be hollow. And you're going to say, I want the essences and the frequencies and the essentials. And you're going to get them temporarily, maybe. The essentials, people ain't getting it, bro. It's like smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's like smoke. So let's say you take something. Let's say you take a muffler off a car and smoke come off of it. Well, is you going to be able to catch the smoke and put it in the muffler? See what I'm saying? You got the muffler, but you want the essential, the essence. That would be the smoke that's coming through the smoke that's coming from the engine. You know what I'm saying? That would be that, the fume, all that. That would be all that's coming from the engine, the pressure. Well, is you going to be able to catch that too? You ain't going to be able to catch that. You ain't going to be able to catch all of it. So what's going to happen is, even if you do try to catch some of it, you ain't going to catch all of it. And it's going to always, the essential is going to always go with its essential regardless. So it's going to seep out and go back. So now you playing with something that's going to the universe. It's not going to just Earth, it's going to the universe. You're never going to get the essential like you think. This is going to be temporary, short week. Then it's gone. Now you might still have that part you stole, but it's just going to be, like I said, a prison tag on you. I learned all this. This is my purpose, and I'm proving my purpose. No matter what. No matter who tried to doppelganger me, you didn't go through what I went through. You can doppelganger me, you hope I keep talking, and you can copy and paste me, but you can never replace me. Ain't no way in the hell. I had to go through the humiliation and all this. That's why, so with this suit guy got on, in order for me to do this suit, so what was the purpose of the suit? The purpose of the suit was to learn about the tension, rolling, and tucking, and the knots, stuff like that. And if I was hanging or if I was dropped, how would I have been able to catch you? The tension come back. Everybody say, I can't do it, I'm trying to fix it, can't fix it. You can't fix it because it's a suit from God, literally. So that was the contract. And what else can the suit do? Okay, let's say I draw back out of doing the test. I ain't got to do the test no more. So how you going to attack me after I done the test? Well, you attack me from doing the test by continuing to keep the tension on me. And when I stop doing the test, you're going to attack me by trying to get me to do the test. The suit is built from God. You can't beat the suit. You're going to take stuff from the suit. You're going to take my jacket. You're going to take this. You're going to take that. The suit is built to come. It ain't just holding tension in my root chart. The whole suit is built to bring itself back together all the time, no matter what. No matter what I do, no matter if you say, he did the test 25,000 times, it don't matter. The suit going to put itself back together because I keep telling folks, when I was at my worstest, I was still protected by God. When I was the worstest, I was still protected by God. And now that I'm up here sitting with God, I'm sure that my Father gonna protect me regardless. Ain't no doubt about that. I might get frustrated and say, Lord, please don't forsake me, because I like to talk to God. But outside of that, God gonna always be there. Now, what you can do is, you can run your furniture out and you can change editors, which I wouldn't advise. I ain't gonna go into detail about that. I just done learned so much. Proud of myself. I learned a lot. But it to the point where, like, if I didn't participate and do certain things, I wasn't gonna get it. Like one of my countries. So when people out there saying, "Oh, his contract, he got such a contract, and he but did that," God don't put nobody here to live a century and sin for your benefits. So get out of your head already. Get out your head already. Quit trying to damn display garbage. I'm here to bring to light all this stuff that they've been utilizing to keep people stuck, unaliving people, and even further, and on and on and on. How to find twin, how to find your flame, what you're supposed to do by them, the science in the flaming twin, the science in the root chakra. How is sex in general affecting the world? What can we do to stop population, shorten population, make sure population slow down, and even get down to a population where we can control now? That's what I'm here to do. And whether you want to listen to that good stuff or not, it's on you, man. You want to keep doppelganger me, you want to keep bending the rule and turning the Bible that I supposed to wrote into a sex book, is on you. Now, it's always something birth. When the light is birth, the dark is birth. When the dark is birth, the light is birth. There's different vibrations of both of them. When one vibration is birth, the other vibration is birth. Because it balances them out. That's your yin and yang automatically.